Hello, everybody, and welcome to our League of Legends broadcast. I am Mashi, one of our hosts today, and I am joined by Jackson, aka KU Mutt. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Hope you are having an amazing day.
Hello, hello. So we are playing against USF today. We're gonna be playing some League. I'm excited.
I am too. I think that based on what we saw from last week from Keiser, I'm just really hoping that we tone down the Fiesta a slight bit and we get some more practical kind of plays, but more by the book kind of play from them. I think they learned a
hmm
lot from those games.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very exciting last week. There was a lot of team fights, both good and bad. But
There were pentakills, there was a 45-minute game. It was everything you want in a League of Legends game.
it was very exciting, and I'm excited to see what happens this week. It looks like I'm having some issues with our pregame screen. It's just not showing up. But our roster today, I can tell you guys, is we have Big Boy Pants, Sombra Infinita, aka Rafi. We have Hazel. We have Kiaro, and then we have Matthew.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm really happy to see Big Boy Pants and top lane. I'm going to be assuming because
Yeah,
Zach, that man on Zach, and I believe it was game one of the series that they had last week, made me so happy and made me realize Zach is just a monster pick in any regard. So hopefully, if they decide to have a bunch of value with that, that's going to be maybe one of the first picks they can get, or maybe it's going to get banned out. But if UCF actually ended up watching the cast, they should know to fear that pick.
oh yeah, it was so exciting. Matchup was a little difficult for Zach, but I think he played it really, really well last week, and I would love to see some Zach played again. But also love to see Tristana because that was ridiculous last week.
Chiaro on the Tristana has been just absolutely tearing.
Eh,
Um, Obviously, games didn't go the same way, but Chiaro in the early game, especially with Matthew from last week, second game, their early game synergy together has just been so well rounded, and I'm really hoping
absolutely.
to see more of that in this series.
It is absolutely amazing to see that, and just the picks in general. Last week we saw Hazel playing Victor and Silas. Do you think we're going to see those picks again, or do you think we're going to maybe we can see some Azir played? I'd love to see that.
I would personally also love to see it, but my intuition tells me that the Zero is most likely going to be banned in the first rotations. Um,
Yeah.
I think we may see the Silas. I do not think we'll see the Victor. Um, while I know that Hazel is very comfortable on the Victor, and I've played many matchups with him, into most of these competitions that you're going into, especially with how many different dashes, escapes, and things like that are going on. While Victor is incredibly oppressive in that early laning phase from minute zero to minute about 20, 25, until he gets three, four items, after that cutoff, he loses a lot of power. And if a team can take advantage of that, then it's just going to be a bloodbath until you can hang out for another 35, 40 minutes, wait for him to get
Yeah.
all six items.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
don't think we'll see the victor, but maybe. You never know.
Maybe. I'd like to see what type of comps they were doing because I know we saw a pretty good dive comp last week, which I know that they're really fond of. My experience on the team, we did a lot of dive comps and it was really fun. And I know that Kiara plays people like Samira, Keiser, Tristana, who all have a lot of really good dive potential. Um, but there's just so many different combinations you can make, and they have a very diverse champ pool that they can play. So,
And that definitely gives them an advantage when they're going into these drafts that we're going to see soon.
mhm.
Them being able to, I haven't seen them flex any picks yet, just from other sides. But based on that knowledge, if they're able to use that to their advantage, then that makes the enemy team that they're going up against, whoever it is during the week, make it incredibly hard to draft against to try to give them a favorable outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the versatility in general can really be a big advantage for them. And I'm excited to see what they do. It looks like we're gearing up to get ready. I'm not in Champ Select yet. I don't know if you are, but
Nope. I believe they're doing draft lull first, and
yeah,
then they're going to be doing picks
yeah,
through here to set up the lobby for us. So we're going to get to see it whenever they already locked in the picks, so we can all get our own reactions
yeah.
to it.
I haven't clicked on the link yet, so we get to react to it as quick as you guys do. And
Just a little bit.
oh, hold on, you like cut off sound. I don't know if that was my end or yours. Oh, there we go. I hear you again.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You like cut off halfway through your sentence. I think something glitched, but
Oh
I can
no,
hear you now.
I believe I got too excited, and I may or may not have slapped my microphone
Oops, I've done that. my
one
home
too
mic
many times for
my
myself.
my home mic has a push to mute on the top of it, and I've definitely like thrown my hands up doing something and muted it and not realized.
I've done that before. It's not fun,
No,
especially
not at
like when
all.
it's like especially if you're trying to do like a whole sentence, like you're trying to be articulate with your thoughts, and then just out of nowhere, just oh yeah, by the way, half your sentence, didn't hear that. What was that again?
And they have to repeat everything.
Yep,
Happens to the best of us, though.
it really does.
And then on the other team, the players, I didn't even introduce the other players. We have Chen Chenny. I don't know how to say this. CRPLD. I'm just gonna read the letters out. Noddard. These are interesting names. I don't know how to pronounce these. Um, Graham Smasher and Cosmo. Those are some fun names on the enemy team.
Someone go protect your grams.
Yeah, we got the Graham Smasher. I don't know if this is in order of who's playing where. Our team looks like it's in order. Looks like we have Rafi on jungle, Hazel mid, Kiara Matthew bot lane, and Big Boy top lane. But Matthew is a flex player. I know he plays both support and jungle, so we'll see where they go, what they pick. Um, Love to see some aggressive bot lane because I know that we have some engages there. And I would love to see the action.
Honestly, I don't know how well Chiaro pilots this champ, but if I'm correct in assuming that he really likes to scale really, really early and just stomp mid game champs, I'm hoping for maybe a Draven here. Draven's been really strong
Draven
on
would be fun.
14.2.
I don't think I've ever seen him play Draven, but that would be fun. Draven is crazy strong.
Absolutely. And especially once you get that first cash out with your ultimate, it's insanely nice. It looks like we're going straight
There we
into
go. Oh,
line pick.
I guess they did the draft beforehand, so
Yep.
we didn't even see. But looks like we got Rakan, Gragas, Vi on our team, and looks like they already have their full team highlighted. They have Darius, Rel, Oriana, Ezreal, Karma. Is that a Rel jungle?
I believe that would go, that should go jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Karma can be flexed, but
Yeah, I've never
only
seen
mid
any.
top.
Yeah, I don't think I'd see anyone else jungle unless it was Darius.
There's only one person I've seen do Karma jungle, and that is a player on Keiser that I used to play with a lot. His name is the Daily Idiot.
Oh,
Please, God, do not let that be Karma jungle. Whatever.
I think I've seen him play everything under the sun.
Absolutely, the man's pool is ridiculous.
He plays what he wants where he wants. And looks like for our team we have Gragas, Vi, Syndra, Zaya, Rakan. I like the Zaya Rakan pick. Their synergy is just perfect, of course.
Little lovers duo bot lane.
Mm-hmm. Syndra is not someone I expected to see, I'll be honest. But
And it's gonna be
not mad.
really. I'm not mad either. I think it could work here, but the problem is that You have an Oriana who's going to be Ring you. You have a Rel that's going to be trying to flash W, crash down on top of you with her R. You have a Darius who's going to try to apprehend you. And you also have
Mhm.
a Karma who's going to try to stun you up. So I'm really interested to see how Hazel decides to pilot the champ. I think that could go really, really bad, but there are still opportunities for him in the game, especially late, for him to start popping some of these carries.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that don't know Syndra's kit and abilities, she only has one instance of CC, and that's with her W. And it is a little difficult to hit because you need to collide something into the enemy to stun them. So uh, otherwise, it just kind of knocks back whatever's in that cone. So it'll be interesting to see how that gets used and if it can be used efficiently.
Absolutely. And we also have, obviously, we can't mistake this, the Vi and the Gragas. Gragas being excellent at displacing different champions on the field with the R, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of a bomba. And
But
I love bomba. It's great.
it's they you can make some crazy plays with the bomba.
Absolutely. And then you also have Vi, who's able to lock down somebody for Syndra to just easily get good amount of damage on somebody. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how the mid jungle proximity is going to shake out for Keiser.
Yeah, and I feel I'm excited to see where Vi will be focusing and what lanes will be getting prio because I think any lane could really take it here. But I guess we'll just have to see. Uh,
I feel like if you're the Vi, you start looking towards getting the flashes down over in bot lane against the Ezreal Karma,
yeah,
as that's going to be an oppressive lane.
and they have a lot of mobility. Karma's E gives the move speed. Ezreal has teleport, and just a lot of spell weaving will be going on in that lane.
Yeah, absolutely. The one saving grace is that 14.3 is the patch that we're currently on, and there was a bunch of nerfs actually to Karma,
And
a bunch of
Ezreal,
AP
I think.
and Ezreal too.
Yeah,
So they are a little bit weaker, but this champion can still be piloted incredibly well and do a crap ton of damage. So
absolutely. And
we'll
here we
see where it
go.
kind of leads us.
As it slowly loads. Here we go. Yeah, and it looks like we have, um, yeah, the Ezreal Karma bot lane, Rel jungle, like we said. Um, Oriana has Comet. I know that I see most people taking Airy on her, so I guess that's just for extra poke.
Extra poke in the early lanes, try to get as much damage off on Syndra as they possibly can. Is what I would assume. I'm actually kind of interested in the Conqueror that Ezreal picked up here.
Yeah,
I'm
instead of
wondering if they're gonna
PTA.
go, yeah, instead of PTA. I'm wondering if they're gonna go the Trinity Force build.
Maybe.
That's been running a little bit rampant.
And it
So
looks
I'm
like we're
interested to see what that looks like.
starting off with a 5 point.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And you said it was UCF or USF?
USF.
USF, they look like they're actually going to try and invade this top red side of Matthews here, maybe try to get a ward for vision. Syndra does not know they're there at the moment, so hopefully we don't see Syndra checking any bushes before minions start crossing lines. Otherwise, he's going to have a rude awakening.
Looks like we're warding up over on the red side and heading down to start blue.
And that's good. And it looks like actually that USF is going to start moving into this red side of Matthews, get some pings down already.
Wow.
They know that they're in the jungle.
Yeah, but it's like they just letting it happen and grabbing the blue. I don't think they would have time to react to it when they could just take this buff.
And we're actually already seeing that blue side Rel is already taking Matthews Raptors and already clearing that and starts working her way up towards the red. So I'm wondering if Matthew is actually going to finish out his blue side and then start moving down into Rel's red side.
Maybe. And then Chiaro already getting poked. Karma was sitting in a bush waiting for them. because they didn't have to leash because she started up there.
It only gets worse the more and more Karma levels up. Starts hitting the RQ combo with Mantra, and their poke is going to be insane for this bottom side.
Yeah, Karma can easily just poke out. And looks like they got level 2 first over on USF side. Yeah, Karma is just playing super oppressively, getting all that poke off.
And they have the range advantage in this instance over in bot lane.
Yes.
It's going to be bad for a few levels, but once 6s start to hit, we should see a little bit more of an even matchup.
Yeah. And just being able to actually get the most out of Rakan requires a level 3 so you can get in and out real fast. Looks like Vi is ganking, but they backed off, so...
Yeah, this
longer.
ward and this eye brush here spots out the gank attempt from Matthew.
Yeah. Going for
And
the engage, misses the W.
Yeah, and it's hard, especially because, like you were saying earlier, the speed boost that the Karma can give to get out of the way of these Rakan Ws or Vi Qs that are happening right now. And the flash happens,
flash.
Q lands, flash from Ezreal's gone, but Matthew's in trouble, ignite down, and he walks away with his life.
Which is good.
It's good. That was a trade, and I believe flashes between Vi and the Ezreal, unless that was the E that procced. Looks on my screen that it was just the E, so Ezreal still does have flash up.
And Matthew getting rooted. Back in with a longsword and a control ward, looking to get that vision early. More vision control, the better, honestly. Now they have the eye brush vision. Just countering it with another ward. It's hard early game to really clear those because you really need the wards down, but you can't really get more ones.
Can't
Gotta
get
wait for those
Oracle,
support
the
items.
control ward's a little bit too expensive.
Yeah. Gotta wait for those Atlases to upgrade. Yeah, and there goes the Karma E, getting that move speed.
Yep, just able to get out of the way of Rakan's W. It's going to be annoying, to say the least, for these first few levels. If they can just hold on, not give any deaths away, try to keep the minions from out underneath your tower.
Oh, looks like we got
It
some
should
action
be
top
fine.
lane. Darius proccing his passive.
Flashed
Oh,
on, tick, tick,
this
tick,
might be
tick,
first
tick,
blood.
tick, tick, W passive. Oh, the Gragas
Nice.
passive is just enough to save Gragas from Darius's passive.
And that damage reduction
this
as well.
I love this champ. I absolutely love Darius. I love seeing him in a competitive setting. I think he's incredibly strong and impressive.
Yeah, he's fun. Like, backing to go reset.
And it looks like Rose actually going to start on these
Void grubs.
little void grubs.
They are so
There's-
strong. Yep,
They
there
are
we
incredibly
go.
strong.
Getting those void grubs early. Taking them right at the 5:30 mark.
I was actually really hoping to see that them being able to read that, especially off of having the crab in the top river, for them to start cross-mapping this other objective with the Infernal Dragon. It looks like that's where they're heading towards now, maybe, but
Yeah.
looks like Hazel's actually going to get some information first before they try to start it. Probably wait for this crab to go down, then do it underneath the cover of Fog of War.
Yeah, the less vision the enemy has, the better.
You can't plan for what you can't see.
It's true. Unless, say the support is really tracking that enemy jungler.
It is true, and it actually looks like that blue team is going to start heading down, start clearing vision for this dragon. I think they fancy it themselves.
Both of those abilities missing.
Con hits W, Ghost Augment used. A little bit of poke onto Karma. Rel's looking for a dive, perhaps. Rakan's going to face check the bush. Q's done. W down. Matthew's getting really, really low. Matthew's out.
Oh,
Zaya
and
gets
first
first
blood
blood,
then.
though.
Very well
Kara
done.
goes down. And that's not what you want to see when you're Kaiser. Having both your
No.
bot laners go down there. And actually, excuse me, I completely didn't see this. Matthew's actually on support in a Sombra Infinita on Vi.
Yes,
I
and-
completely did not pay attention to that.
we did see Matthew on by last week, so fair assumption, but that's actually Rocky. Oh, looks like we
Rafi, I
got some
haven't
action
seen
in the top game. Syndra is coming up, hitting that stun off. Syndra coming down and getting that kill. Very nicely done. Great roam.
Some well-earned gold in the pockets of the Syndra, which is going to help. But we also got to remember that Orianna is now hitting down these plates. Sombra looks to be able to stop. No, the plate is still going to go over to Orianna. There's still a bit of a gold swing in the sense of getting the 370 gold from the kill onto the Darius.
Yes.
But Orianna isn't bleeding just yet.
And while that was happening, the blue team ended up grabbing the first dragon. Knock up on Karma.
Looks like they're just happy with their damage.
Yeah, looks like we're just poking each other out. It's like they're leading on the blue team. Get some nice catch up on the farm.
Yep, get Boots, get Sheen, get Caulfields. Ezreal is looking nice on items right now. Looks like they're pushing out this wave, trying to get a back themselves, Keiser.
Yes.
And I'm actually happy to see Hazel is starting to roam a little bit more, and it looks like we're actually going to try a
we're gonna
repeat
have
gank of this Darius.
Yeah, some action top lane. Under turret right now.
You got the plate, but doesn't matter. Real
Io
actually
coming
stops
down.
Hazel. Darius has passive stacked on Sombra. I don't think that Apprehend goes out. Graz gets stunned. Flash out.
Flash,
Q.
double stun, and the
Oh,
Darius
it's going to be a
ult.
triple kill. Oh. That's a double for Darius.
Oh, that was a lot used up there.
It's a lot used, but that's 3 kills over to
Yeah.
blue side.
Well, that's
And
that's happening. Piaro and Gram Smash are fighting.
Yep, and as Ezreal here, you have to be incredibly careful. You know that your Karma's already going up top to try to stop the assault on Darius. So they actually have the leeway in this matchup just so that they can just poke out the Ezreal, get him away as much as he can, whittle his health down to try to reset.
Absolutely, and I lost my train of thought there.
Trust me, I saw the Darius Q passive go on 2 people, and I lost all train of thought in my brain.
Yeah, I saw that and I knew something was gonna happen.
Looks like Karma's cut out for a second. Ignite, down,
Ignited.
stun, not yet. Kiara gets the
Piaro
kill,
getting
though.
that kill. Nicely done. Very, very nicely done.
Well, the good news is that the kills that Keiser does have are on the people that you want to see him on. You have a kill on Syndra. You have 2 kills on Xayah. And this is going to help them try to stop as much as possible the scalings of these Orianna and Ezreals.
Yeah, and getting kills and snowballing on Syndra is especially really good because of her passive that lets her stack, and getting that, you know, that true damage that executes those extra orbs really helps her become more powerful. You want to
Yep,
get
those
that
spawns are
earlier.
important. Looks like the first tower is going to go down to Darius. Darius is just going to keep trying to push this wave out. And that is one beefy Darius right now. Already has stacked on the Triforce.
Yeah,
A level ahead of Big Boy Pants.
Darius is just such an impressive laner. Once those passive stacks go off, it is so easy to.
Flash in, Q, R,
Yep.
goes back underneath. Will he live the tower shot?
And a killing spree.
Level up just enough from his Q as well.
Looks like Hazel is going up to try and catch the Darius off guard because he is very low. And there we go. Big shutdown for Hazel.
Huge shutdown.
Very nicely done. Unfortunate the big boy pants had to die, but if we
It's
can
even more
stop this
unfortunate,
Darius,
he's getting Event Horizon. It's 99 CS to 48, which is a huge amount of
That
gold to be
is-
missing, especially
yes.
this early.
And the item disparity is strong. Looks like we're building into Roa with that catalyst on Gragas.
Now, excuse me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the catalyst go over to Rod of the Ages now?
Yeah,
or
that's
did they
what
add
Roa
it to a different
is.
thing? Okay.
That's just shortened. I should say the full word. I would say Roa. Yeah, that's what Roa is. It's Rod of Ages.
Gotcha. I don't know. I thought you said Rally for a second.
No. Rylai's is a blasting wand, a kindle gem, and a amplifying tome, I think.
I wonder if we're actually going to be seeing that on the Karma to try to slow down any of the frontline engagers.
Big
Next, have a
fight,
stun out
stun.
Rel.
Matthew
Flash
going
out
in,
from Sombra.
getting a little stuck. Oh, popped.
And just
Ezreal
gone.
ult.
Already get away from Ezreal ulti.
Got it, folks.
All right, it looks like Sombra's going to go down, and that blue team is going to have advantage in this blue side river.
Yes. And up in top lane, Darius just chunking that turret. Oh, going for ult down.
He doesn't
Right?
even care if he's
He
getting
does
hit.
not
He's
care.
just taking it.
By ult
R
down.
goes out. Ghost is on for the Darius. The Q pass is going to heal him up a little bit. Apprehend hits. One more R. Sombra is down.
This Darius
Oh,
is
God.
a level
a
99
freak.
raid boss right now.
He's a freak. The only thing you can hope to do at this point if you're Keiser is just try to sustain the wave as much as you can. Hazel's actually going to come up.
Hazel's here, stun.
And Q
Nicely
down.
done. Helping out our top laner. These roams have been excellent from Hazel.
Hazel's just getting easy money at this point. It is good for Keiser to get that kill back, but look at how much pressure they can now extend onto their top side jungle here. Having those two top turrets down gives them way more access for vision and other camps that can be stolen away, just because they can walk through that and not have to worry about being stuck behind a turret.
Absolutely. Looks like Karma's doing a bit of a roam. Rel's overtaking Rifthailed currently. Real, just getting all that solo XP. 3 levels ahead of Matthew, 2 ahead of Kiara. Ult going down. Looks like they're going for it. Karma's here though.
Levels be damned. It's still a shutdown over to Kiaro.
Flash coming out. And Kiara is 3-2. Purchase Kraken Slayer. Looks like they're even-ish on items. Ezreal's a little bit ahead, but Darius
A little
mid
bit
lane
ahead
now.
of CS.
Because his
You're going to
top
see
lane
this
is
Darius
just...
move around so much.
Yeah, lane is cleared. And then Rel is over in the top jungle. Rifthailed got... Is that Rifthailed that got popped? No.
Rifthail
Still
got
no.
popped from Rel already. That was picked up. They're going to start to look for this mid-tier 1 here, as that's also going to start moving the map. Hazel
Yeah.
needs to try and get this tower down. Okay. Let's go down from the minion so that no gold buff goes to any of the other enemy laners.
Good choice. Darius has
Still-
a 3-level advantage on Kiaro.
Yeah, he needs to
Very
be careful. That Darius is not afraid just to walk into you, press E,
No.
and then just sit on top of you with his auto attacks.
It's like they're walking up, catching up Karma. Ezreal's also here.
I was just going to start poking out Gragas. Nothing's going to come of it right now. And they need to be careful of taking this fight. You have your Cinder who's backing right now. They need to be careful of where they're doing. If anything, they just need to focus on clearing out as much vision as they possibly can.
For sure, and that's what that Oracle lens coming in from Rakan is doing. Orianna pushing top lane. It's like Syndra's going to react to that. Got some action over in the bot lane jungle. Ezreal ult and popped. Rel ult down.
Down.
On
Matthew
ult
R
as
coming
well.
out. Rel's in trouble.
Matthew killing Rel. Nicely done. Oh,
Dive attempt fails, but it looks like they are going to get access to this mid tier 2. And I'm just saying, these void grubs are a menace.
looks like my
These
game
little
is
purple things
frozen.
are horrid.
My game is stuck right now. I don't know what's going
Oh,
on
no?
there.
Mine's still going through currently.
Oh, there we go.
What's your time?
17:05.
Alright.
6, 7, 8,
Destroyed.
9, 10. Looks like Greg has found some friends. We're gonna be pushing that together. The team is coming down to help out Gragas. They are just chunking that turret, that BOT from the Void Grubs. I'm frozen again. I don't know what's going on here.
Greg is going to get popped by Cosmo here.
My game is still frozen.
Let me know what your time is whenever it unfreezes. That's at the moment.
Alright.
Is it still frozen?
Yeah, it is.
Shoot. You might want to pause for technical difficulties then.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. We are back. We missed a little bit, but Oriana getting shut down by Syndra.
What's your time right now?
1913. Go with help from Ezreal. Wow, joined to an exciting moment. They are rushing. Oh, and my game just kicked me out. Oh, there we go. They are
There's a
rushing
few
to get out of
technical
there.
difficulties today.
Yeah.
What we did miss throughout the whole thing was that the push ended up happening through bot, and they were able to take tier 2 and tier 3 from red side.
Oh,
and
wow.
Hib is exposed but not taken as of the moment.
All right. Yeah, we had a couple technical difficulties, but we're back now. And let's check the scoreboard. Looks like we got some bounties in the bot lane. 16-10 right now. There is a significant gold lead on the blue side.
I was about to say there may or may not be a 9,000 gold lead ahead for blue team.
Maybe.
Just a slight bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Tiny
Baron
bit.
is spawning now, and looks like they're going to start heading over there, start trying to establish some vision.
And Hazel getting picked out by Darius. Like Oriana and Kiaro. Oh, and it's frozen again. I don't know what's going on here.
Kuro actually used his ultimate to get out of the Oriana R and able to actually pick up both Oriana and Cosmo as that was happening, with Darius now pushing down the bot side and getting the inhib.
All right. My game is still frozen. I don't know what's going on with this. Being really problematic today. I'm gonna go to quick BRB screen. Just try resetting it one more time.
All right.
See what happens. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it looks like I can't because the game is over.
Yeah, there is a large team fight that's happening over in topside. Kiara's trying his best, but the Oriana R is too massive. The Rel is too tanky.
Those two pulling ults with Rel and Oriana really can lock her down.
Yeah, no, the comp that they picked for that was just insane from the side
Mhm.
of the blue team.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart my client and see if that does anything. Just because I don't want this to happen in game two, but do keep commentating and just letting everyone know what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And as Keiser, that game has to suck. Obviously, the topside engagements from the Darius versus the Gragas did not go the way that you wanted to. You wanted the Gragas to be able just to sustain the lane and just be able to hold off the Darius as best he can. Some of the roams that happened from up top, while they were good and we were able to get kills onto the Syndra, just the overwhelming pressure of that Darius getting so far ahead in these early stages really led to him being able to just go around the map and exert this pressure on other sides, being able to take down the bot tier ones, the bot tier twos, and being able to go with his team to poke out as best they could, and then being able to go in whenever that Oriana hits R, whenever that Rel hits R. So them having all of these advantages really hurts Kaiser in that them trying to figure out what they need to do. If
Yeah,
I were Kaiser and I'm thinking about anything draft wise, I think you need to ban this Darius. I think you need to get out of the way, start new, figure out what you need to pick. I don't want to see Gragas.
for sure. That Darius was just right from the get go was a problem, and Darius is just so oppressive. And the faster he gets ahead, the more he can sustain, and that bleed is just brutal.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
And okay, got my invite back in.
All spectator slots are full.
My game is like totally glitched out right now. See, hold on.
Super bored.
This is like spaghetti coating itself right now.
Hey, it's a small indie company. Give it some time.
Mm-hmm. I need to. Yeah, it's telling me to restart my client. Hold on. Can you just message Hazel and tell him that we got some tech issues? I'm
Yep, I got
relaunching.
you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it is not cooperating today. Okay. See if this is any better now. Try that.
There is no such thing as fate, but there is such a thing as action.
Welcome to Summon.
Okay, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. We're back for game two. Looks like we're switching sides. So, Keiser will be playing on the blue side, and USF will be on the red side.
I think I'm really happy with that. I think red side drafts, at least for Kaiser, haven't been working out very well. I think when we saw him on blue side, we saw a lot more proactivity around the
Mhm.
map when they were on that side. So I think that may be their comfort picks
For
kind of
sure.
area.
Yeah. I personally like the blue side more. I'm a little biased towards blue side. But we'll see how this one goes. I'm excited to see the bands and who they pick. I'd love to see Darius gone because that was a level 99 raid boss right there.
Yeah, if you don't get rid of the Darius, you have to have something that actually neutralizes that lane
Yes.
or something that can match the oppressiveness of Darius.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to see Gragas.
Mm-hmm.
I for sure don't want to see Gragas again.
I'd love to see someone really like just who can really sustain stuff like Zach. Like I know he likes to play Orin. I'd love to see Orin. I think he's super fun to watch.
Yeah, some good Goat Dad or Celestial Blob. Zach would be nice. That would just help him get as much health regen as possible.
Yeah.
For this. And if you actually click the link, Mashi, we are currently in a ban phase on the
I don't have the link
draft flow.
because I joined late. I don't have the link.
Hold on. Let me copy that message and you should have the link now. It should be for the spectator viewing for it.
Oh, awesome. All right, let's watch this. Yeah. Bands.
It actually looks like we're gonna get a. Oh, Tristana's instantly banned away. That's probably what happened to Kiara in this game one. They probably saw his gameplay from last week, or like, let's just take that off the map.
Let's not.
let's not let him 1v9 the game. Graves is also picked off.
I did hear them talking that over like 60 something games, the person who plays Graves on their team had like almost a 70% win rate over almost 70 games on Graves. So I don't blame them.
Whew.
That is impressive.
It's incredibly impressive. And it looks like we're going to keep on picking off this top lane with the Olaf ban and now the Nocturne as well.
Nocturne. I know that we have a lot of Vi lovers, Nocturne lovers on our team. I'd be surprised to see those out of there. I'm excited to see who they pick now that they kind of have a feel for how they play. And just what they plan. And Trundleban, yeah, really focusing on the top lane and the jungle here. Because, I mean, they have a really big impact on this game in this meta.
Absolutely. I think that they have to start picking off the jungler now, because I think if you give that man Rel again, I don't think that that's going to go very well.
No.
That Rel was a monster.
Played very, very well.
Insanely well.
It's like we're onto the pick phase now. See who they're picking.
He does get first pick. Where do they go? Azir is not banned currently.
I would love to see Azir picked. I really would. But we'll see.
You think maybe they just go full comfort? Oh.
Lilia's
that's something completely different.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
There was some nerfs given to Lilia, but not enough to stop her completely. She's a powerhouse.
And she's so much fun. I only play her top lane because I'm toxic.
You're why I don't play League anymore.
I play Vayne, Gwen, and Lilia top lane, and Kayle. I'm the worst. Emilio.
I actually kind of like Emilio here. I don't know if I would have picked it as my first here, unless you're just going to lock in your bot lane immediately.
Yeah, which they might. We'll see.
They might, but doing that gives KU the opportunity to start drafting some people who could get advantages off of things like Morellonomicon and other types of different heal reduction, as Milia is going to scale really, really hard and give shielding and healing towards everyone. And USF is actually going to pick Azir.
Oh, the plot twist of victory.
Well, we actually got an Azir in our game finally.
We got an Azir, but not what we were expecting.
Not from who we were expecting.
No,
exactly.
That's really interesting.
As KU, I wonder what you do. Do you try to pick out your mid laner just so that they don't use that as a way to pinch your pool in the second bans? Or do you just focus now on something else? Nautilus is a good pick into this. It stops. It's the point and click CC button that everybody wants to be able to use, right?
Yes, just so much CC on Nautilus can really, really stop people. Varus too. Varus is so good right now.
Varus is incredibly strong on these patches right now. And matching it with the Nautilus as well is going to make it way easier for Root of Corruption to hit from the Varus R and any of those blighted arrows that he decides to sling that way, depending on what build he goes.
Just sitting in those Grievous Wound puddles because they can't move. Being able to really just lock them down and kill them. And Lucian.
Being on pop. Lucian Milia has been a combo that's been used a little bit more recently. It's kind of just like an upgraded Nami a little bit.
Yeah, very, very, very similar. I play both Milio and Nami. They do play very similar with a Lucian. Wow. And then we'll see.
I believe the stun is actually a little bit better on the
Galio ban. Looks like they're probably going to be targeting Hazel now.
I mean, here you just got to pinch either the mid laner or the top laner here for the bans for KU.
And Hazel was roaming significantly and really getting a lot of those shutdowns. So Galio would be able to just get there in an instant. There's
the Darius ban.
Good. Happy to see it.
All right, someone's listening. Someone's listening.
Good. I hope they could hear me over there.
Maybe if I just scream on my mic a little bit, they can hear me.
I'm not talking.
Please
too
no
loud.
Gragas. Please no Gragas.
I feel like they're over on the other side of the room, but
that's fair. That's fair.
And since it is on a weekend, it's definitely a lot quieter in here. Our Val games were on Wednesdays, and we had Val and Call of Duty on the same day, and it was the day that campus was open. Crazy. It'd be crazy in here.
Gotta be crazy. It looks like we're actually going to get the center ban from USF. Rel ban too.
Good.
They're listening. They're listening.
They hear our calls.
They hear our calls and I hear our prayers.
Yeah, those were some problematic characters. Problematic last game. I'd like to see it. We'd love to see it even.
Now, as USF, what do you pick here for your top lane? Or who do you give counter pick to? Because they already have the jungler on KU already picked. So if I was USF here, I'd just slot in your jungler and be able to get a blind pick easy on the top lane.
Jarvan, there it is.
Yep, there's Jarvan. I'm not saying Jarvan's actually really, really good at locking down Lilia, especially with how fast she is.
Yes. With his dash and his ult. I say it's a dash. It's more like a pull to his flag, but dash enough. Dash like.
And it's actually kind of funny because I've seen this before. I don't know if they'll do it. Ari, it is picked up for Hazel. Jarvan 4 can
Excellent
actually
roamer.
be swapped top in very minute cases.
Yes.
So I don't know if they plan on flexing that or not, but it could be an option.
Ari, we'll probably see a lot of roams again with her because I mean she gets her clear power spikes very early. Ooh, Nar. I like to see that.
Nar is an incredibly safe pick when you don't know what kind of top laner you're going into.
Absolutely. And such good team fight potential with Nar.
Oh, absolutely. As soon as you hit Mega Gnar, be able to E in there or W stun,
Yeah.
it's incredibly powerful in team fights if they're able to leverage it.
Yeah, and they can work. They've been working together on their team fighting abilities and just being in this competitive environment and having a full team. Can it? That is not who I would have expected, honestly.
Not who I expected, but if KU decides to fight in a very clustered manner, that cannon's going to get an insane amount of value
Oh,
from
for sure.
the ulti. Then, especially if Jarvan gets anybody in the Shatter Down from his R, Cannon's just going to have easy pickings.
Oh, absolutely. Getting those stun procs off.
Getting stun procs off, getting able for Azir to be able to just put a soldier in there and just start poking people. Lucian be able to use the culling and just get easy hits off on that. Milio stuns as well. The team comp is really fleshed out for USF, and I'm wondering how Keiser is going to try and use their assets that they have, which is you have a Nautilus who can start picking off people by isolating one member. You have the Ari who can also have a lot of potential in these solo lanes. So I'm interested to see how they leverage all of this.
Yes, and I think that bot lane will be one to watch because the play styles that we have going on are just so different. Like Varus Nautilus is not going to play the same way that Lucian Milio is, and we'll see how these trades and all-ins go.
If I'm not mistaken, there should be a little bit of poke from the Lucian at first until Varus is able to get access to QEW on the level 3.
Yeah, level 3 will be a big power spike for KU. Because Varus needs its whole kit to really start
Yep.
Making a big impact. And I mean, Nautilus level 2, we're going in.
Well, thankfully it's not Leona, otherwise it would have been level 1.
Yeah, Leona, instantly, we are going in.
If I'm Matthew right now piloting this Nautilus, you're just waiting for that Milio to kick his soccer ball, miss it, and then go in. Because otherwise, he doesn't have any other way to peel Lucian other than the Q, other than the Cozy Campfire, which will give him a little bit of shielding and healing, but it's not going to help him escape.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I think the big thing will be just looking for opportunities where the CC is used on either side and the ADCs can really go in for some damage. Because with both teams, Milio's soccer ball and Nautilus's everything can really stop an all-in.
Slow, stun, auto attack has a stun, R is a stun. It's going to be CC Central.
Absolutely. And we have a charm with Ari. We have Lilia's sleep. We have Nar's
of corruption.
stun. We have Nar's slow. We have Nar's ult. We have Jarvan's
Varus E slow.
Varus ult roots. Cannon stuns. Azir knocks back. Jarvan locks people in. Welcome to CC Central, everybody. Population this game.
If there was any game to buy Merc Treads,
it is this one.
Just saying, it's this game.
Absolutely. Everyone.
Sully will
I
not
think
work on the
it's-
airborne, but who knows?
Yeah. Everyone except Lucian has CC, I believe. I can't think of any that Lucian has.
Nope, he doesn't have any
Yeah.
CC. I believe W has a small slow proc, if I'm not
I think so.
mistaken.
But I mean, anyone can slow with Rylai's. I wouldn't count that as a real CC. But everyone else has at least one form of hard CC.
Oh, my apologies. His W gives movement speed on damage
Ah.
for himself.
I don't play Lucian. I'm not too familiar with like the ins and outs of his kit, but
Q is just a normal shoot a minion, and it goes a little bit past it, so you can try to push out your wave while also still getting poke damage. W is just a poking tool. E to get away from everybody, obviously, and then culling just to
big
Mad Max
big
it
shot
up.
yeah. Big shooting damage. Gunslinger. Oh, and it looks like we're in. We
Yes,
messed
we
around
are.
with some settings, so hopefully that helps out this game. But here we go, game 2.
I'm excited to see what kind of runes these guys go, because I think if you're Gnar over here, you have two options. You have the Conqueror if you want to get more sustain, or press the attack if you're looking to be a little bit more lethal onto this cannon.
We have fleet footwork on Gnar, actually.
Oh, okay. So we're actually looking at sustain. Ken's going full damage with a resolve tree back up. So Ken's going to be a little bit tankier than usual.
We have 2 fleet
Drawing
footworks,
con.
actually. Azir also took fleet footwork.
Yeah. Azir, I think that's kind of his best rune, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. It's that or lethal. Is what I usually
lethal
see.
tempo is also. I am happy to see though that Nautilus is running the Glacial Augment. Varus getting lethal tempo as well, which leads me to think he's going to be going the on-hit Varus.
Probably. Glacial and Nautilus for even more CC.
Honestly, here, if I was anyone, I'd honestly probably want to go more of the AP focus on your arrows route, or more lethality, just for kind of like that poking advantage that you can have not only in lane but whenever you're going into these fights. But with so many people trying to engage on top of you, if you can weave through your autos, I think that the on-hit build could actually be really, really strong here.
For sure. And here we go. Looks like they're going to set up for a 5-point. Already pinging Nautilus. They know.
This champ can be an incredible bother. I love this champ. I've been maining him ever since I got into the game back in 2020 as my support pick. He's absolutely cracked, and someone you need to be looking out for. It looks like we're actually going to be meeting on a 5-point, both teams. Ken is going to throw out a Q, miss it. But thankfully, with the energy bar that he has, he doesn't really have to worry about mana all too much. That's one to Hazel.
Backing instantly. You don't want to have a health disadvantage early in the game. There's plenty of time to go back and regen that.
Yep, looks like they're just going to be able to poke their way through, bully their way, put a ward down over on their blue side. Jarvan's going to start making sure he's not starting over there anymore.
And the game crashed again. Hold on,
That's not good.
Give me 1 second. Coach, it crashed again.
Minions have
I think it's the driver.
Could you stream a Discord application and I live stream the game from my point of view? What's your timer at? I'm sitting on 2:33, 34. Alright. Let me know when you hit 35. Yep, and that's all you're going to see when these matchups, you know, it's just going to be broken out. He does have access to the crunch and hop form right now, but he doesn't have stun available, even during that Meganar form, until he hits level 3 here soon. Ken's going to get a huge wave in top. Bot is pretty much as you expect. Flash. Yara goes down, though. Kennen flashes underneath turret, kills Gnar, but is taken down by the turret, but the kill doesn't go over to Gnar. Hook didn't hit turret, which allowed. Oh no. That's a bit of a disaster, especially this early. Especially now, because they're going to be able to... They're not going to be able to free this wave, I believe, but they're going to try and push this underneath turret, get it back on Lucian. Flash Q, Flag Dragon was used. Charm was out, Flash out! Is there maybe in danger? Charm was great. Flash was really good about avoiding the E-flag from the Jarvan as well, to stop himself from getting killed. Well done by Hazel. So while there was still 3 kills given in the span of a minute, there is a small silver lining. And honestly, this Ken and Gnar matchup is going really bad for Gnar here. He's getting poked out at every opportunity. That's not even the worst part. There's a freeze going on in top lane too, so Gnar's not even going to be able to farm much unless he wants to take a few shots from Kennen himself. Looks in, he used. Could be procced from Matthew to shield the auto attack. Void grubs are getting pinged on my screen. So I'm wondering if Hazel's going to push out this wave right now and try to be able to help Lilia come up here and get these Void grubs. Is that something that I haven't seen Keiser do, is focus on getting the Void grub objectives and the games I've been casting? And Jarvan is just being an absolute menace to this bot lane, being able to flag and drag over onto the Nautilus, who was caught out over in the brush. There's nothing you can do. There's no amount of shield. Yeah, I'm already down 1 level. Can't even go in. Excuse me, 2 levels. Hopefully that wasn't picked up on voice. But it looks like Kenna is going to get poked out a little bit and help stop the pressure that he's getting exerted upon for the moment. But we also got to look out because Jarvan is sitting in brush down in bot. We could be looking at a dive here. The wave is quite large. Hook onto Lucian. He's gone. Matthew may be in trouble. Jarvan is here. Flag and drag used. Is down. It's 3-1. This is gonna be a... Is this gonna be a dive? Oh. Nice arrow. I will say, if I'm Lilia here, I have a few lanes that are getting really just not a fun advantage into. Just get your 6, be able to sleep everybody, do your best, just try to help out as much as you can. Absolutely. That and used. Was able to hook in. He's going back through though. Rooted, hitting 2 turret shots, and that's a shutdown to Kiara. There we go. Lands, WN. Flash used, R used by Lilia. Not gonna go for anything more. Not unless Keiser decides to play a little bit too friendly with the enemy tower. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, with the Demolish rune that they have on their Resolve tree, it's easy pickings for these turrets, especially with the advantages he's been able to get. Hazel picked R. Azir uses R. Charmed up. Flash out. That's Azir's flash gone and ulti gone. He's going to be incredibly weak to getting ganked here. Yeah, for the next, a little less than 290 seconds. Flash RW lands Q gets. Nice! Momentum. Absolutely. E lands from Ahri onto Jarvan. Jarvan's able to flag and drag away. Zero's trying to poke, but is now going to start retreating back into mid lane. I don't think Ahri can hit anything here. R is not available as of the moment. He's just going to decide to push out the wave. And if I'm Big Boy fans, I definitely got some happy juices flowing finally. And definitely getting that solo kill, 300 gold, definitely helps the swing. Especially, he is down quite a bit, especially now that Kennen does have access to the Hextech Rocket Belt. I mean, you have to into this Kennen, who's going to be probably going pen here as well on the second, third item. Absolutely do. Looks like Ken's going to try and go in for the stun. Hits it. Meganar is available, though. Flash was used from Ken out. And are used. Flag and drag used. Charmed up. Drowsy. Lilia R goes through. They're asleep. R hits. Stun. Azir R goes, though. And Nar is so low. Can he get him? Azir grabs him in the end. That was a 2-for-1 in favor of USF. Yeah, this matchup is just so oppressive. Yep, and that was just due to what happened in that team fight that we had around Blue Grubs. With both Azir and Ahri being the last ones alive, Wave pushing in for Keiser into their blue turret. You just got to be able to stay there, get as much CS as you can. Spend your time wisely. And it looks like we're going to have a fight mid lane. Kennen gets the stun. Mega Gnar is used. Flashes from Matthew. Q misses. W lands, though, from Gnar. Q lands as well. R used from Nautilus as well. But not a lot to show for it, as Kennen is going to be able to walk away from this event. And looks like we're going to be looking for a dragon here from USF. They definitely have the vision for it. But Keiser can spot it, though, with the ward in the back. It's going to get control warded out. The thing is, Keiser, I don't think you want to try and fight this. They have all the vision in the world that they need to fight back. You have Lucian in the brush. Hazel's going to try and queue up. Char misses, though, half health. Their ulti used, backs him away. And they're just going to walk away with this dragon here. We're going to see a Chemtech Drake, though. Yeah, this turret is just, it's going to go down. Your big boy pants, just get as much damage on this Kennen as you possibly can. Get your rage form. Ari's used, E's gone. Kennen is really, really low here and doesn't have access to his movement abilities. If Big boy can try and hop on. Don't think the E is... E was on cooldown for about 7 seconds. Oh, nice! Well done. Yeah, it's time for him to get... Oh, never mind. Plates are gone. Yeah, the Jarvan Armor's used. Lucian's gone with his flash. Lucian is taking a couple turret hits during the play, so he is going to be incredibly low. He's going to be able to push out this wave, though, and be able to move that in, maybe get a reset here. Oh, Matthew needs to be careful, though. Don't go too far, buddy. There's something in the bush, but you don't know that just yet. And it looks like once he sees Emilio and Lucian, he's just going to back away from that. Looks like they're going to get an easy contest on this Herald. Top tier blue one turret is going to be taken down by the cannon. Hazel moves in. 0 to use with a shutdown goes to Chiaro. Well done from Sombra. It's... Instead of fisticuffs, it's just boomerangs. Boomerangs and shurikens, that's all you can see. So, I know... I said I didn't want a fiesta earlier this broadcast, but at this point, give it to me. Give me the mayhem. Give me this back and forth between these two top laners. Big boy pants put his pants on. He's ready to fight. He's ready to brawl out with a Mega Gnar.
And there goes the outer turret in top lane. And while this is happening, Lucian and Emilio are pushing out mid. Jarvan there as well, and it looks like we're going to go 1-for-1 on these turrets right now.
Just going to swap objectives. Nar's going to try and stop the wave so that they can't push out any more damage onto the tier 2 and mid for blue side.
They're backing off right now. I'm liking these exciting team fights in this game.
It makes me very happy. It makes me very, very happy. But something they do need to focus on as best they can is trying to shut down this Lucian as best as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, 3, 1, and 2 right now. Already 2 items in.
It's only going to get worse whenever he starts getting access to other things like Essence Reaver or Infinity Edge.
Oh, absolutely.
Whatever kind of build he decides to go. We are also getting Kennen actually down in tier 2. He's going to try and take it down. Ari's going to unleash teleport down though, try to match the wave. Tier 2 turret is probably going to go down though anyway. 700 gold to Kennen. Oh, Kennen's just going to leave. Maybe he fancies himself a fight with Ari. Nope.
Well, this is
He's gonna
happening.
look on the Lilia that's getting caught out. Flash used, art drag.
Flash use. Well, this is all happening. Azir and Nar beefing it out too. There is just so much happening on the map right now. I'm like, whoa, what do I comment on first?
It's fight night. It's fight night at Keiser and USF.
Absolutely.
There's no amount of downtime that you could possibly ask for. It's just fight, fight, fight. We are going to see now, though, that a couple backs are going to happen now after the fights.
CC
Matthew actually
hitting.
gets Lucian. He's very, very low. Lucian does go down, but the shutdown goes over to Nautilus. It's still a pick, though. Milio
Still
in
a pick,
trouble. Charm lands,
nonetheless.
Q lands.
Beautiful.
Goes to Hazel.
Nicely done. Here comes Mega Nar. Blocked by the Azir ult.
Yep, it's not going to be able to get much away out of that. It's going to try and get up for
Ari
Hazel.
coming up to help out teammate. Ooh, that cannon. Oh, we did not have any vision there, and that cannon used that to his advantage, getting a double kill on our bot laners.
And that's just the important thing with Vision. You gotta be careful when going into these fog of wars. You never know
Yes.
if there's going to be a Jarvan EQR, or you never know if there's going to be a Ken stun with a Whirling Tempest.
Absolutely, and those hot spots with those new wards, or those new brushes, you need to ward them.
Absolutely.
I know when the map first changed, I got caught out many a time, but as a support player, an ADC player, I got my wards on lockdown.
There you go.
And I mean, with how aggressive it is, I'm sure that they're struggling to get that vision down because their map pressure is just insane. It's hard to leave somewhere without being right there and
And it's
finding
also
someone.
really hard now, too, because you have the Tier 1 and top down, Tier 1 down and mid. You have Tier 1 and Tier 2 down in your bot side. It's hard to get any pressure in here because the enemy team's already in there.
Yeah.
They have the resources to go in now that the turrets are gone.
Cannon's still putting pressure on the bot lane. With both turrets down, he's just gonna shove that in. Baron getting ready to spawn. Saw it swing by.
Shenny is just going to be solo pushing this entire game.
Absolutely. And that pressure, that positive pressure for USF really makes it hard for Keiser.
A little bit of trading over on Jordan and
Flash
Nautilus.
ult from Lucian, and Henning came up to help the Rocket Belt killing. And Lilia goes down as well.
Everything.
He's
Does
getting
land
that
from
charm
Ari,
off.
can get out. Flash over from Azir. Azir ulti doesn't work. Gets stunned up though from the flag and drag. Azir is one. Gonna tick, tick, tick. Is gonna be safe from Milio.
That
Nar's going in
shield
on the
is
back
massive.
line. Ari used to get from Kennen. Flash used. Was able to pick up Nar. Ari was also picked up.
And that is an ace.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
Hey, Mashi.
Hey.
I feel like I always say this in game twos. But we're looking at almost a 10k gold lead over on the side of USF.
We're past 10k now.
Oh, now we are. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah, they've just been putting constant pressure on, and it's really hard. I mean, I don't even know what I would be doing in this position. And look at the wards as well for USF. They have so much vision, and we don't have any. We have a ward down. That should be priority. Looks like Matthew's on that right now.
I'll try and get as much as you can, but with as much vision as they have, it's really hard to, especially if it's just going to be him solo doing it. Having no escort around with him could be an easy pick for this USF team.
Absolutely. And that Nautilus CC is so important.
Incredibly, and it's going to land on the Lucian.
Those Melio shields are really doing so much. Lilia
That's
ult
insane.
down. Same with
Azir got stunned
Azir.
up. Azir was used. Kiara gets the kill onto it. Kennon's in the back line though. R pop. Charm's going to take out Matthew.
Shut
and
down.
it's going to go down with the
Beautiful.
shutdown.
Culling going down. Double kill for Lucian. Mega Nart down. Hazel the only one alive. Trying to get out. Flash.
Flash get away from QE. Flag drag. That's very nice.
Charm down. Hard
Yeah,
position to
that's-
get out of though.
Oh.
Not much to do there.
Sorry, my game just lagged out for quite a little bit.
Happened to me as well. It took me to the other screen.
Yep.
We're going for Baron currently.
Yeah, and if you're Keiser here, what you have to do is you have to try to hold on for life. You gotta try to take on. You know that they're gonna have these Baron pushes down into your tiers. Try to save them as much as possible, and if you can stop them and only get away with them taking one inhib, be able to get some of your carries onto those lanes so they can start farming super minions. Because the level disparity right now is ginormous.
Absolutely.
USF is just gonna keep hitting you with their wallets. You need to be able to get as much gold income as fast as humanly possible if you want to try to stay in this game.
Yes, absolutely. And Dragon coming up in 3 seconds, I think. It's a little blocked by my map, but spawning very soon. This is Soul for USF if they get it here, and it looks like there's going to be a fight for it.
And it looks like
Mega
Lucian's gonna try and
Mega
get
Nar
in.
saving his life.
Thankfully, gets the heal from that. Hazel is going to TP down here. Looks like we're going to have a team fight over across the Soul. German's already in the pit, though. He's going to start waylaying on it. Is
Putting that
Keiser
vision.
here? I don't know if you take this. I think if you just leave them here for it, let them have Soul start focusing on these waves that you have pushing on top side or bot or mid.
I don't think this is contestable, and I think they realize that too.
There you go. Soul's going to go. Nar's going to get poked out. Calling used.
This
and it's going to be
Lucian
effective against
just
the Nar.
does so much damage. Already with LDR, RFC, and Stormrazor.
Huge Jarvan ulti. Matthew's going to go down. Kiara's going to go down. Lili's going to be able to skip away for
And
a
they're
little
just
bit, but not for
pushing
long.
all 5 here with the Baron buff and the Soul.
Yeah, and at this
Yeah.
point, it was a good effort, but this USF team was able to get way too much gold way too quickly and are going to be able to Baron buff down. Hit an R for good measure. Takes down both Lillian and Ari. And that's going to be a 2-0 victory
That
for
is-
USF.
And there it is.
Those games were rough.
They were, yes.
They were
There was
incredibly rough.
There were some good picks, good roaming done by Hazel. I really like those roams on Syndra. But yeah, it was definitely a rough week.
I'm sure our boys will be able to pick it up. There's definitely a lot of things that they can learn here, and they're going to be better for next week, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think seeing maybe some different drafts of like maybe some more counter picking things. I know that it was a little difficult with the Kennen picking last and stuff, and Nar was a very safe pick into that, but yeah, I'm curious to see what they'll do from there.
I am too. I think that this team can go a long ways. I think that obviously having the disadvantage on blue side being that you don't get to see the enemy teams picked so that you can blind is incredibly hard. I don't know if I'd like to see the Lily again. I think that was a good pick. But into this Jarvan, I don't think it could be a first pick
Yeah,
in this instance at least.
I agree. Yeah, well, thank you guys for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I've realized that we did not have our GPU drivers updated, and so it was really putting some strain on the computer, but we will have that fixed for next time. And thank you, as always, Jackson, for joining me. It was lovely to host with you.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to follow us on our socials, support our players, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next stream. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Make sure to like the video, please.
Please.